Good morning. Lori is out of town today, so you've got me, Britton,
Patty,
and
Kevin.
He is our special guest. He is Lori's husband, and this is not an approved show, so you're welcome. You're very welcome for what's about to happen today.
Kevin's a
You may
live wire.
regret logging into this live stream. It's entirely possible.
Is that a goal then?
Yeah, it should be.
Right? Lori's out of town, so we're going to play.
Unintended consequences.
When Lori's not here to put us in check, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
So we were upstairs, and we have like a photo prop room. And we're
In
kind of
archives.
an archive. So we're rooting around up there, and we found some really cool and hilarious old things.
Yeah.
And we weren't around when most of this stuff was made, but Kevin was. Yeah. My dad was. It's weird to call him Kevin. I can't.
I am the resident old guy in the building, and I have forgotten more than they've ever known about the merchandise that we used to sell and try to make money with.
So we were just going to show you some of the hilarious things that we found in the room.
You were looking at a very dusty collection of old stuff. It's like our garage sale.
Right? And we're trying to place how old some of this stuff actually is. And we also thought about opening some of the coffee and seeing what's inside at this point.
Open the coffee.
Yeah, so they're like sealed bags of coffee. We're like, wouldn't it be kind of funny if we brewed it and tasted it to see how it tasted?
Well, there's actually this old gift set, and the packages are gold. And this was before you had any labeling requirements. So I tried to find a date, but unfortunately we couldn't.
There's a date on the side.
It's a sample size. It's not an actual date.
We don't know what year it's from.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody knows the years, if any of this, like,
The year was 1986.
That's probably pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So we used to do these gold packages, and in the Swiss Mocha almond, we have heard that there's actual slivers of almond in it.
There is, and we used to actually roast the slivers of almond in the roaster and then add them to the coffee. Mm-hmm. So it added a little bit of flavor, but mostly it was for aesthetics, so that people could see the slivers of almonds. Mm-hmm. And we did a coconut too. We put shredded coconut in the coconut.
Back in and I heard cinnamon too, way back in the day.
Cinnamon was in our Cinnamon Supreme coffee, and that was when I started working in the store in 2006. Those all three were still in our coffees.
Right.
So it was probably like 2008, 9 when we stopped doing that, and I remember it was more of an allergen thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
And my goal back when I was young and had lots of energy and I was enthusiastic, my goal was to have gold foil bags in every kitchen in the United States.
How'd you do with that?
You mean these beautiful red pinstripe gold foil bags?
Gold foil bags.
They're beautiful.
I love that we still have these.
Some of this packaging has actually held up this long.
I think the genesis of that probably came from Willy Wonka and the gold ticket, the golden, so we went to gold packaging. I'm not sure,
this
but
has got to be
maybe.
What, 93? That can't be 2000.
Yeah, we definitely went through a pinstripe phase.
Yeah. We like pinstripes apparently.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to have Joanne, our founder, come on and tell us if she remembers some of this stuff too, which is Kevin's mom,
right?
Britton's grandma.
Yeah. When do you think these bags came into existence? These are
never
brown with gold film.
Yeah.
So this was a phase.
It was our brown phase.
It was a short chapter, but it was a chapter.
These actually have dates on them.
What does it say?
Well, that's what I'm not sure if it's like 1990 or 2000.
Oh my word.
I'm going to say 2000 for that. Now, if you go back to the 1970s, in the very first store in Fairlane and 12 Oaks Mall, we used to have spice racks that we sold in the store, and we'd hang spice racks, and we would have jars of spices, and we would weigh out the spices and measure out the cinnamon and the thyme, and we would fill spice bottles and sell spice racks with empty bottles or sell them with full bottles.
Really?
People could come to the store.
I've never heard this. I had no clue what they were for.
Yeah, we sold spices, and we sold a lot of kitchen gadgets. We sold trivets.
Wow.
And our most famous kitchen gadget that we love and adore, and we finally found one stuck in a closet. It was the Fanny Granny.
Oh, Lord. We actually have one.
Now, this is an amazing piece of kitchen gadgetry that if you would hang this in your kitchen nothing would burn, and you would never
Nice.
overboil the pot.
It literally has a back end.
And
It's a double butt.
It's a double butt. But it was called the Fanny Granny, and I don't.
So it just makes your food not burn?
It's like a
It has like
a
a-
mythical creature that allows no accidents to happen in your kitchen. So I'm sure it works.
This is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it's got a face, but
I
it
know.
also has a cheek issue.
We sold thousands. We sold thousands of these things.
Thousands?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it was, and people come in and go, "What is that?" And we're like, "Well, if you buy one, you'll never have an accident in your kitchen." And so people bought them.
Oh,
That sounds like a
my
lawsuit waiting to
goodness.
happen.
And we kept one for all these years for
Well,
your
I-
entertainment.
Well, we didn't keep it by design. It fell down behind a filing cabinet or something because
It's gotta be
Just got
haunted.
stuck.
yeah, we just got lucky.
And then we
Wow,
have
that's
this
bizarre.
really, nice transition where we decided to go from brown to red.
Those are two colors that look great together, by the way. Red and
gold.
brown.
This-
Yeah.
Yes, a beautiful yellow acrylic gift set.
Well, in defense of red and brown together, M&Ms are very, very good, and they're
True.
red and brown
That's
together.
true.
So,
All
They
right.
are.
You get a point for that.
Yeah, I mean, we did. This is, you guys, that we found a cinnamon holiday blend, and this box says 1995 on it.
Wow.
I'm curious.
feel how thick that
Thick.
packaging is.
It is so thick.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That
The
is
right rose.
that is not an attractive package.
It is not a attractive package at all.
Well, and I'm sure at the time it was very
Oh, I'm
nice.
sure it was
You know, and the fact that we still have it is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So these are fun. This is Joe and Lydia. That is my grandpa and grandma,
Oh, that's
Joe
nice.
and Lydia Stovey. And so we used to sell these name mugs, and we had a Christmas tree shaped mug rack. It was 4-sided, and it was probably 6 feet tall. And we would hang the mugs, and kind of like when you go to
Like a gift shop?
a gift shop, yeah, they would have, Amanda, Steve, Julie. We had all the names, but we had these made specifically for our family. And we've got Mr. and Mrs. J. That's my mom and dad, Julius and Joanne.
That's cute.
And so my mom saved these. They were up in her filing cabinet. But the mug tree in the Fairlane Town Center, my mom wanted the mug tree moved from this spot to that spot because we were going to do another display here for Christmas. And so I had the bright idea
God.
Oh, no.
of it was a tile floor, smooth, things could slide. So I took the bottom of the mug tree
where this is
and
going.
I was very gently going to scooch it over to its new home, at which point the tree tipped over and I broke about 40 mugs.
How old were you?
And so I'm I was 13, 14, 15,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
Okay.
And so
A
I'm
little
standing there
spontaneous.
in the store. We've got customers everywhere. And my mom is just glaring at me and all these broken mugs. And I'm like, I just did that.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure I was going to be sent to the,
Back room.
Good morning,
But no,
Anna.
she turned around, she came back with a broom and a dustpan, and she was like, you got more work to do. And then she was like, you going to do it the way that I told you how to do it? And I was like, I took every mug off, moved it, and then put
And
every
you never
mug
did that
in.
again, right? Yeah.
No.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lessons we learned the
Yeah,
hard
we
way
found
by
lots
Kevin.
of cool mugs. We
For
found
sure.
this, it kind of looks like a coffee pot.
Yeah.
We should, honestly, these are kind of cool. The only thing is, I love that there's a
The-
grip on the bottom.
The
Yeah.
design was so it wouldn't tip over.
Right, but
We
it wouldn't fit in a cup holder today.
We sold those, like ceramic version of those when I worked in the store. Rhonda says
Rhonda
hello.
says hello.
Which Rhonda?
Rhonda
Foreseer.
Foreseer.
Hi, Rhonda.
Yeah.
How's Tony?
Did you want her to answer?
How are the grandkids?
Yeah, these are cool. All
Yeah.
these, we just found these cool old mugs
Yes.
laying around everywhere. There was this plastic fancy mug.
Oh gosh, those
Oh.
are super. I mean, that's ye old coffee
Is that
service.
plastic?
It says yeah, it is. It's plastic.
wow.
It's some sort of
Oh.
plastic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then we sponsored the Montreux Jazz Fest. We had a booth down there, so this is a Jazz Fest mug. that we
Yeah.
did.
I thought you were saying Metro
Well,
wrong.
remember you guys used to go to that
Those
one
are new.
event every year? It was like a parade and you had to dress up like clowns.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Thanksgiving Day parade in Detroit. My mother actually has, we still have the clown costume, but nobody can fit in it because she's like really tiny. Miss Sonona might be able to fit in it.
Right.
But yeah, it was one of the most fun things she would do every year is to go down to Detroit really early in the morning and on those cold Thanksgiving Day parades, and she would run up and down the streets of Detroit in a clown costume. And she had a blast.
Yeah.
She thought it was the funnest thing in the
Wow.
world.
That's funny.
This is another gift set that we found that we cannot stop laughing about.
I don't understand the inspiration here.
I think we thought this was a really good idea. I wish I knew about when this was made because we made a gift set with an easy button.
Remember the Staples Easy button?
It
Like,
is.
that's easy.
Yeah, and not only that,
Just the
you know,
buttons.
just for your viewing pleasure, we decided it would be fun to include an Avery label CD.
A CD.
In this gift set so that you could easily make labels
With your
for-
easy button.
with your easy button at your workplace, I suppose.
Is it
I'm
a-
thinking somehow that just fell in the
No,
box.
it was sealed. There's a Sharpie in here, an easy button. I feel like this was probably a great idea at the time.
No. No, that could not have been a great idea.
I mean, this Sharpie's probably usable.
Yeah. I'll use that, yeah.
A little click Sharpie, that's
yeah,
pretty nice.
yeah. It's not dried out yet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Does it work?
No, we need some batteries for
It's
it.
like, no, you can tell the battery acid's like leaked out inside of the whole thing.
oh, we find some really
So
interesting
this
stuff in our
Oh my gosh.
appears
archives.
to be made in about 2007.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Okay.
Interesting.
it's got to be because look at Microsoft Office 2007 or older.
Is that pine straw on the bottom of that, or what kind
Yes,
of
it appears to be some sort of bird nest material.
bird nest?
Yeah.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
clearly a great. Well, remember you used to go to the grocery store and they'd hand out those AOL CDs like candy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
I forgot about
wonder
that.
if we got the label CDs from Avery for free or
Oh,
something.
wow. Back
Probably.
When, yeah, no. Oof.
Great.
We have
plan.
dated ourselves with these sets
Oh my
for
gosh.
sure. For sure.
Super funny, but super cool. We actually found an entire box of these games that we were in, and this was my favorite game as a kid. It's called Franchise It, and we're one of the brands in the game. We only have a couple remaining. I think
Yeah.
they've pretty much all gone to family households at this point.
Well, you actually won coupons for the brand
Yeah,
in it,
yeah,
right?
there
so it's
was
kind of like
tons of
Monopoly,
coupons
but
in
you
it.
won
Right.
coupons for the
Well,
brand.
you didn't win them. It just came with coupons.
Okay.
It's kind of like Monopoly, but instead of buying like properties, you buy franchises, and the
Okay.
more locations you own, the more money you get when it's
True of franchising, yeah.
time to collect.
Yeah.
It was a super fun game.
Yeah, I've never played it. We should play it one day at lunch.
The
Yeah.
inventor of that game, we met at a trade show, and they were promoting the game with a race car. And there was a driver of a race car, and so they brought in this
Yeah, there's cars in it.
crazy car, and they were standing there, and I didn't get the whole connection, but it was just to get attention, and obviously it worked.
Yeah.
And they asked us to be part of the project, and would we want to be in the game, and of course you say yes to these things, thinking if it takes off,
Yeah.
you know, it'll be fantastic. And great idea, didn't really take off.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any, like, if you can get this anywhere.
Yeah, we should
Well,
look that up.
It says first edition. I can guarantee there isn't a second edition
No.
out there.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. This is such a good game.
It was a really good, and it tested your business acumen.
It's probably one of
Yeah.
those things that sell on eBay for like $400, you know?
Maybe.
Should look that up.
If,
you know?
if we ever find an extra, that would be a really cool thing
Yeah.
to give away to somebody.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what's around.
Yes, and I do like that.
Super cool. We have we found all these like gold metal gift
Globes.
packaging.
They were ornaments, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's globes that we used to put coffee in. We had like little mini shopping bags.
Yeah.
There was this Christmas tree one upstairs, but it was really big, so I didn't bring
Yeah.
it down.
We had the teapot.
the sleighs, which we
sleighs.
still have the sleighs.
Those sleighs
Oh
are
my
going to haunt
goodness.
me to the day I die.
Right?
We only have
There's-
25 pallets of them left.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is they're super nice. Like they're metal. They're
Yes.
in really nice condition. We just have so many of them.
Yes, please buy
Who
them this
bought
holiday.
a pallet of them? Or a truckload of them.
Yeah.
We're not going to name names. It's just better that we don't.
So
Good
yeah,
call.
this used to be, our packaging MO, which was super cool. I wish it
Yeah.
was affordable now.
Yeah, for sure.
They're super pretty. We found a plethora of pins
Oh, wow.
because we were really cool back in the day. And we used to wear pins.
Oh my
On our
gosh.
In the movie Office Space, they call those pieces of flair.
Flair.
Pink
We
flair.
did. We had
Yeah,
flair
we
before
did.
flair was a thing.
We did have so much
I
flair.
have 17 pieces of flair.
I think there was one button that we produced and made and really didn't think it through.
Well, I'm sure
what?
that's very
And it
true.
said-
Do I want to know?
And so when the associate or team member put it on, it was like, ask me about, and then it turned out to be something really inappropriate that we didn't think through.
They're so cool.
And so that flair,
I wonder what happened to that flair. I'd really like to know what that's.
I know.
Look how
I
gross this is.
I think we threw them all away because we didn't.
It says try one today, and it's a buffalo chicken wrap, but like the
It doesn't look
photography
appetizing.
is
Yeah.
awful.
Photography is late 1990s, not very appetizing at all.
Cool summer salads.
We've got to get a cork board and put all of those
Yeah.
up.
Vic
and-
used to have
and
them under
display
area like
them.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
I know we have a couple cool vintage pins that we found,
Yeah.
and we did like a summer sale last
did,
year, and we
yeah.
gave them out as the freebies. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're really cool.
They were little lapel pins that had like a little coffee beanery.
Yeah,
And a,
this
and
this
painting
must
and
just be
stuff.
our archive box because they're all
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
kind of fun,
The stuff that we had buried. Oof.
right? Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew what was in our room?
Well, I guess when you've been in business for 7 years, you collect or amass quite a collection
you
of
acquire
interesting things.
4,500
Yeah.
magnets.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of fun to see where we've been to where we are now. We've come a long way. So
There was in the Genesee Valley
it's in Flint.
board in the back room on the calendar board and all that stuff. There would be Post-it notes or notes pinned to the wall of crazy things customers said
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
or requested or shouldn't have said.
Right.
That was before my time
And
there.
So we're like, oh, today we call them Lori-isms, and we keep track of all of Lori's
Cute
phrases.
things she says that aren't really words.
Right,
Yeah.
and they're super funny. But
Yeah.
back then, it was on the. I wish when we moved or remodeled the store, I should have kept them all.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. Yeah.
But
Add
one
that
of,
to the
Well,
archive.
we both came from a store. I mean,
Yeah.
you did too. We experienced. I remember one time, and I can't remember what the customer was saying to the cashier. I had to stick my head in the freezer. I was laughing so hard, and I didn't want them to see what was happening. And I'm just sitting there like, please don't notice me. My whole body's shaking.
so the one that I remember the most, and I went into the back room and I was like, oh no! And one of the customers, we have a drink called a hot spiced
Viennese.
Viennese.
Yeah.
And it was with whipped cream and cinnamon
We
and
still
really,
have
really
it.
good. Our
Yeah.
original drink,
Yeah, one of our
fufu drink
original
that was
drinks, yeah.
really, really popular.
Yeah.
So somebody came in and ordered a hot, spicy Vietnamese.
The spicy Viennese.
And so I walked into the back and it was written and I was like, oh my gosh.
That's funny. I will say though, like when I have to do something, I like triple check the spelling of that word.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a confusing one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Super fun.
We do have some new merchandise.
Yes.
Oh, Janelle, I could write a book on the things. So Janelle is our does all our customer service, and she's been here
She's been here 1
15-ish?
year longer than me, so I want to say it's going on 16 years.
Yeah, quite a while. So I
Yeah.
can only
Yeah.
imagine the things
Yeah.
that she's heard.
Yeah, real crazy things. So
we'll have
yeah.
to bring her on one of these days and introduce you.
Yeah, so
Oh,
when
good
you
Lord.
I know a lot of you have talked to her.
when you call our customer service line, that's Chanel who you talk to, and she's pretty
Yeah.
seasoned.
Yeah.
She's heard a lot of stuff.
Seasoned. That's a good
Seasoned,
word.
yeah.
She's heard it. She's heard,
Heard
it all.
Is the only way we can say. say that.
Well, we think that until she comes out to the warehouse and when her cheeks are all red and she heard something for the first time.
Yeah. Some real interesting things.
So we did kind of a look back and there was so much stuff. I just picked some of our favorites, but we actually have some brand new merchandise that I want to show you. We are kind of, it's our Drink Local campaign, and a lot of our stores you can actually find this merchandise coming up this summer.
Yes.
And it will be specific to your store.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so we, you guys, most of you know that we do franchise, and we have stores all over, the country and overseas. And what's really cool about it, about franchising in general, is that they are owned and operated by people local in your community.
Yep.
So when you visit the store in Freeland, Michigan, that is owned and operated by Michelle Pierce. She's the franchisee there. She lives in that community. She operates it. She's there every day. And so we designed a whole campaign around, that premise of these people work in your community. When you visit your Coffee Beanery that's local to you, you are shopping local. Which is important to a lot of people.
we only have one corporate store, and it's in Flint,
right.
And we're in the area.
Yeah.
We're in your community.
Absolutely. So we do have these Drink Local ones on our website.
Yep, and they just say made in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's kind of generic. If you have a store near you, you can probably go to your store and get, it will say Flint, Michigan, or Gillette, Wyoming, or
Freeland, Michigan.
Yeah, it will say
Jacksboro, Tennessee.
Yeah, your city's name on it. But we do have made in Michigans available at corporate too.
We had t-shirts too, but I forgot to grab one before I ran in here.
Yeah, so we got fun water bottles.
Yeah.
The super nice acrylic tumblers. I love these. These are my favorite.
I know. Those are really nice. Hot and
Is
cold
that insulated,
drinks.
double wall?
Yeah, they're like
the
those turbot.
Yeah.
That's a really good mug.
Yeah.
Tumblers, like the little wine ones.
Some like camper steel mugs.
Yeah, those are super cute.
Yeah, so just some fun merchandise, t-shirts, tanks. So if you're from Michigan and you want to support a Michigan company.
Thank you. Yeah.
Kind of rep. That's fun.
Yes.
I know we pretty much all purchased a bunch of merchandise. Oh,
here.
Perfect, Janelle.
Janelle was
She's
watching.
on it.
And since I said I forgot to bring the shirts in, she threw us a couple
And
of
these
tanks.
are like a nice heathered navy.
Yes.
So we got tanks, and there's some...
This is not going to work for me. I'm just saying.
I don't want it to work for you. Please don't ever put that on. Yeah.
That's a bad visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it now. Please stop.
There's t-shirts and v-necks that... The t-shirt, appropriate. I don't want to see you in that. Actually, there are pictures from the 80s and stuff that we were looking at, and you were like out gardening in the yard, and we're little kids, and you are in tanks like this with those
It was
shorts,
the 80s. It was cool.
And you're, white tennies,
Oh.
which that style is coming back.
Yeah, and we got a whole story today about how he used to be a DJ with his friend Rick Barnett, and how they wore parachute pants.
I saw their
and like
band
swishy,
photo.
their band. They just played for sororities every weekend, and that was so cool.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the 80s for a reason.
We don't want to live out the glory days.
Yeah, I mean, we can see. We don't talk about the 80s.
I need a haircut right now, but in the 80s, I'm telling you, I had big...
Did you have a mullet?
Oh, yeah,
No.
like an
Oh, you had an
afro.
afro.
Oh, I poofed my hair up as big as... I don't know
You
why
have
we
curly
did that.
hair, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
red hair
Kinda
and curly.
Frizzy.
Oh, yeah, it was not a good look. I'm surprised your mother even said yes when I asked her out.
You definitely married up.
Oh, for sure. You know that whole 2-point thing? I got away with it.
Try 6. I love his wife. He knows that.
So, yeah, just some new stuff. Our new flavors of K-Cups
Oh, my word, yes.
going crazy. So
You guys,
if you
these are
haven't
crazy.
caught
Thanks.
them yet, they are Chocolate Fudge Brownie,
Ooh,
French Toast,
I'll take the chocolate.
yeah, White Chocolate Strawberry,
And my favorite?
Mackinac Island Fudge.
Yes.
So those are available regular and decaf.
Yes.
And also in 48 counts. I know that some of you don't get what you're expecting when you order a 48 count.
Yes.
It says bulk. We tried to put, some verbiage, but These ship for free, and the reason that we're able to price them that way is because they are packaged in a bulk manner.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so they are loose. If you order 2, we have a bigger box, and there's actually a divider, and we put one on each side. So just be aware that these are meant to go like in a K-cup tree or something like that when you get them.
If your intention is to use, because I know we've had some people when we first launched and they were a little confused. We wanted to, have a 48 count for a gift set. That's not this. If you want, or if you're trying to make a basket for somebody or a gift, you want the 12 count. If you're just for your own personal use, you love this flavor, you can't get enough of it, you want a 48 count.
Right. And we have added gift sets that do have K-cups in them. Yeah, we've expanded that line quite a bit. So if you're looking for something we still don't have, let us know.
Yeah, for sure. We're small enough where we can create new things all the time. And,
but we just want to let you know they are bulk. They say bulk. We mean it.
It's, nice, pretty packaging.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other fun stories you want to share today? Yeah. Since Kevin came in to regale us with the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. I'm tired
Ann.
now.
Ann. Hi, Ann.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
I think she says she remembers when you broke all those mugs.
Hi, Ann. Tell Uncle Dick I said hi.
She remembers those days for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she does.
Did Ann work in the store, right?
Oh, she worked all of them.
Nice.
And corporate and marketing.
Yeah.
And
so I know her name.
operations.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
sure.
I mean, we've really always been
A big
part, family business.
A big part of the reason why we're still here.
Yeah.
Is
family.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you had as much fun as we did getting into some of this old stuff.
Playing with dusty packaging.
Right. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.